snap your fingers. We're like this. Wait, follow me. No. Catch my beat. Get me out of this box. I feel so claustrophobic in here. Leave your labels, leave with no patience. Hear my voice and feel with your ear. I'm no soul-girl equipped with no afro. I'm just my God-given name. Good.
Hey.
I'm not becoming expectations. I'm not her and never will be. Two girls driving towards the same galaxy. Starlight shine on this. Oh no, I'm no sister. I'm just my God-given name. Thank you. These are the words sung by Solange Knowles, who is a beautiful, talented artist, who has a famous big sister who shall remain nameless for this particular conversation. This is her heartfelt cry to be exactly who she is and to stop being compared to someone else. And all she wanted to be was just her God-given name. Today we're going to talk about how to be exactly who you are. And in this topic we're going to discuss how being yourself is really hard. We're going to also talk about how conforming is the enemy of authenticity, 5 ways to be good to yourself every day, and how to surround yourself with love. Being yourself is really hard. And most people would really love to just be themselves, but they just simply can't do it. Because you know why? Being who you are takes major courage. And in order to be comfortable in your own skin, you have to first set a foundation of strength. This young lady woke up and said, I really want to wear bunny ears today. She did. She said, I want to wear my bunny ears and I want to take selfies, but I don't want to use any face that anyone has always seen me use. She didn't take one selfie, she took 8. And she posted them on social media. She received 250 likes and comments. Not all good and not all bad. Her husband went through the roof with embarrassment. Okay? But you know what? Her foundation of security was set because the person who was happiest the most was this young lady here, because she, mission accomplished, did exactly what she wanted to do. Do not conform. Do not conform. There are 2 types of conformity, informational and normative. Informational conformity normally happens when the situation presents uncertainty. Normative conformity mostly happens when there is a lack of knowledge. Here are some of my favorite quotes about conforming. Dr. Maya Angelou says, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Rita Mae Brown says, I think the reward for conformity is that everyone likes you, except yourself. John Lennon simply says, it's weird not to be weird. And Jonathan Davis says, you laugh at me because I'm different. And I laugh at you because you're all the same. Do not conform. Here are 5 great ways to love yourself daily. First, everybody give yourself a pat on the back for all the little accomplishments that you've done. You deserve it. You do. Stop judging or comparing your present self to your past self. Raise your hand if you've ever done that. Yes. Forgive yourself for the things that you've done in the past. You guys, you did the best that you could at that particular time. Forgive yourself. Learn how to treat your body well and give it only the best. And the 5th is my favorite. Change your language. Turn those I can'ts to I can'ts to I don't know to those I wills. Do that. Surround yourself with love. This is my circle of love. This is my family. All of this is my family. When I am feeling broken and I don't know where to turn and I don't know where to go, I'll call her. This is my life. This is my mother. And she builds me up with strength because you know why? She knows me. She knows exactly who I am before I even knew who I was. And she builds me up. My family. They're there for me. In conclusion, I want to share with you something that I say to myself every day by Denise Virginia Stair. I own me, and therefore I can engineer me. I am me, and I am okay. And I want to share this with you, and I want you to get this into your mantra because you are okay. Thank you.
Questions for antr'chelle? Questions?
Yes.
I just have a comment. Thank you, that was awesome.
Thank you.
That was
That was incredible.
Thank you, guys.
You look so cute in wedding dress and
Oh, that's
Yeah,
my
that-
favorite dress.
what was that?
No, that's not because I love that dress. That's because I love my dress and my favorite cowboy boots and my
When did you take that picture?
I actually took, what month is this?
March.
March.
I actually took that picture the beginning of this year.
Because you're so fabulous.
Thank you.
Antr'chelle, I do have a question. So, do you think you've always kind of known to be yourself? Do you think you've always had that feeling, or do you think it came in time? Was there a specific moment in time?
Yeah, there was a specific moment in time when I was 8 years old, and I was in love with this young lady named Maisha Roots, and I will never forget this. And she would not be my friend, and I could not understand why. And I remember the camp counselors would tell my mom, you know, antr'chelle really likes this little girl, and they couldn't figure it out either. She was a little older than me, and I remember her mom worked for the radio station KTSU, I think, if I forget from here, she worked for a radio station, but I just was crazy about this young lady. And one day I came home, and the camp counselor had just pretty much told me, stop being her friend because she's not your real friend. I don't know why you like her, etc., etc. And I went home and I was broken, and I was telling my mom, I was like, I don't understand why she doesn't like me. Why won't she be my friend? What did I do? What can I change? You know, I got the same kind of shoes she got. I dressed exactly how she was. I wish my hair was curly like hers because she had a blonde Jerry curl at the time. I remember that I was serious about I want to be her friend. And I will never forget this. Excuse me, I get emotional because this is how this all started. My mother flipped the mirror down, and she opened it and she said, look at yourself. You look better than Maisha Rubinson. You look at your big, beautiful eyes. You have hair going down your back and how thick it is. You don't need a Jerry curl to make your hair look good. You have clothes sent from California for you that you won't wear because you want to wear jeans and Chuck Taylors like this girl. Look at you and tell me exactly who you are and what do you like about yourself. I was 8 years old. And now, you know my mother, but you don't. She's a very mild-mannered woman, and I've seen her kind of just toe the line my whole life. And at that moment, she told me who I was and showed me how to be a better myself and how to love myself. And from that day forward, it has always been. I thank her to this day. And when those days come when I'm not feeling like the antr'chelle that you all know, that's where I go because I remember that day. That's real.
Any other? Hallelujah. Any other questions for antr'chelle? Thank you so much, antr'chelle.